I'll record because I messed up my recording earlier. Okay, so reviewing what we learned yesterday, what we started learning yesterday, we have this called a 45, 45, 90-degree triangle, and that's based on the angles. So we have 45, 45, 90. The two legs right here that are adjacent to the 90-degree angle are the same measure, so A and A, same measure. And then the hypotenuse is that side length times square root of 2. So to go from here to here, we multiply by square root of 2, and if we were to go the other direction, we divide by square root of 2. Something that's come up in years prior is the students really wanted to just work on one at a time. So that's why I had you highlight them, because we're just going to go through and do all the yellow ones, which are the 45, 45, 90, one first, and then we'll go back and do all the blue ones. So with the first one, it shows us that one of the legs is 6, and because the legs are the same measure, this is 6 as well. And then this here is x squared of 2, so we multiply by square root of 2, and so this will be 6 square root of 2 is the answer. So far, so good. Okay. Number 3. So for this one, the problem is I'm teaching the TikTok generation. If we have like 10 seconds of wait time, they're like, scroll. Or what's that new thing? I saw it on TikTok. It said that all the teenagers are doing this. It means like scroll, like next. No? I don't know. I saw it on TikTok. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hearing about it first. Okay. Number 3. This is the hypotenuse. We're trying to find the leg now, so we have to divide by square root of 2. That's what I said. Okay, so to get to the leg, we divide by square root of 2. So I'm doing 3 square root of 2 divided by square root of 2. Everybody good now? Okay, this right here, the square root of 2's cancel out, so the answer is just 3. 3 here and 3 here. Yeah, because it wants us to label all the sides. So for 5, it's almost the same problem. It gives you the hypotenuse and you're trying to find the leg, so we divide by square root of 2. So 2 square root of 2 divided by square root of 2. These cancel, and we're just left with 2 and 2. Still good? Oh. Number 7, same process. We have the hypotenuse. We're trying to find the leg. We're going to divide by square root of 2. So we're going to have 6 over square root of 2. But we can't have that square root as a denominator, so we multiply by the square root of 2 over square root of 2. And then 6 times that, 6 square root of 2 over 2. Then 2 and 6 can both be divided by 2, so we got a 1 and a 3. So I got 3 square root of 2. Then the legs are the same length, so this is also 3 square root of 2. Next, number 9. The hypotenuse here, it doesn't show the 45, 45, but because these angles are the same and this is 90, then it would have to be 45, 45. And then we divide this by square root of 2 to get this side. And we can't have that radical as a denominator, so we multiply it like that. 2 and 4 can both be divided by 2. So we get 2 square root of 2. 2 square root of 2 here. And 2 square root of 2. Okay, number 11, they gave us one of the legs. So this leg would be the same measure. And then to get the hypotenuse, we multiply by square root of 2. So 5 square root of 2. Okay, while we're still on this, we're going to do the yellow ones on the other side too. Are you ready for me to move? Okay, next page. Nobody's yelling at me. That's good. Okay, so number 2, the legs are the same measure. So if this is 8, then this is 8. And then to get the hypotenuse, multiply by square root of 2. So we get 8 square root of 2. Okay, we're actually going to do 5 next because it's the same setup. It gives you a leg. So that means that this is the same measure. And then to get the hypotenuse, multiply by square root of 2. So we have 2 square root of 2 times square root of 2. And then square root of 2 times itself is just 2, so we have 2 times 2, which is 4. So this is 4. And now we're going to go back to number 4. They give us the hypotenuse. They want us to find the leg. So now we divide by square root of 2. 3 square root of 2 divided by square root of 2. These cancel, and we're left with 3. And same over here. Okay. Then I'm moving to number 9. Okay, so for number 9, gives us the hypotenuse. We're trying to get a leg, so we divide by square root of 2. So we get 16 over square root of 2. Square root of 2 over square root of 2. Two and 16 can both be divided by 2, so I get 1 and 8, and I get 8 square root of 2. Good. Now we're going to go back to the beginning and then start the 30, 60, 90s. Okay. You can do it. Okay. So for 30, 60, 90, just to give like a little review, they used A on the reference sheet. They used X. I like to use S because S to me means shortest side, which helps me out. So like I'm going to use S here, shortest side. And then the hypotenuse is 2 times the shortest side. And then this is short times square root of 3. So then we're going to use these ratios to solve for different measures. So I'm actually going to start with number 4 right here because I think it's the easiest to solve and figure out, and then we'll go from there. So they give us the shortest side. This would be 2 times the shortest side, and then this is the shortest side times square root of 3. So to get over here to the hypotenuse, we do 6 times 2, which would be 12. And then to get the medium side, be 6 square root of 3. Okay, now we'll go to number 2. They gave us the hypotenuse was just 2 times the shortest side. We have shortest side, and then short times square root of 3. So to go from the longest to the shortest, we're going to divide by 2. So that would be 5. And then here, multiply by square root of 3, so we get 5 square root of 3. Okay, then number, I don't know, I guess we'll go in order. Number 6, it gives us the medium length side, which is s squared root of 3. This is s, and this is 2s. So from here to here, divide by square root of 3 would be 4. And then times 2, 4 times 2 is 8. So 4 square root of 3 divided by square root of 3 is 4. Yeah, 4 is the short side, 8 is the hypotenuse. Then number 8 is almost the same problem. We gotta divide by square root of 3. So we got 9 divided by square root of 3 times square root of 3 over square root of 3. Nine and 3 can both be divided by 3, so I get 1 and 3. So this is 3 square root of 3. And then double it to get 6 square root of 3. Number 10, they give us the hypotenuse, which is 2s. Find s, and then s squared root of 3. So divide by 2 to get the shortest side, which would be 3. And then times it by square root of 3 to get the medium length side. Number 12, this is the s squared root of 3. We have to divide by square root of 3 to get the short side. So 12 divided by square root of 3. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. 12 divided by square root of 3. Then times by square root of 3 over square root of 3. 1, 4. We get 4 square root of 3. And then double it to get 8 square root of 3 for the hypotenuse. Next, number 1. Okay. So in this page, same thing. This is your short. 2 times your short, short, square root of 3. So to go from this side over here, 5 times 2 would be 10. Then 5 times square root of 3 is that side. Then number 3, hypotenuse to the short side, we divide by 2, which would be 6. Then this, 6 square root of 3. For number 6, they give you 2 of the sides. You could do 14 divided by 2 to get 7, or 7 square root of 3 divided by square root of 3 to get 7. Either way, it is 7. Okay, number 7, as you may notice, is a little bit different. It had an equilateral triangle, and then I drew a hypotenuse here because when you have an equilateral triangle, or not hypotenuse, altitude, then you have a 30, 60, 90 on each side. So for this, half of 6 square root of 3 would be 3 square root of 3, so that's that length here, the short side. Then double that to get this, and then that would be the same length over here. Honestly, you didn't even have to do any calculations because it's equilateral, so all of the three sides should be the same anyway. And then for 8, opposite the 30-degree angle is your short side. So then multiply 6 times 2 to get your longer side. And then this side would be 6 square root of 3. That's just all. So, you still have 26 minutes left in class. Leave this on your desk so I can come around and give you a grade on it. So just leave it out. And then use the rest of class to either finish homework or Alex or whatever you need to work on.